Hey, welcome back to another video. You're watching 5 minutes of retro. And today we're going to talk about Japanese Laserdisc releases. Why are these so collectible and why did you purchase them back in the day? Please say so in the comment section. I'd love to know why you still collect Japanese Laserdisc releases. Maybe you're looking for some uncut version only available in Japan. Maybe you're looking for a collector's box that were only released in Japan back in the day. Maybe you're looking for something that will never be released again on any format. Or maybe you're looking for concert videos or music videos only released on Laserdisc in Japan. 3 releases that really set Japanese Laserdiscs on the map here in the West were these 3 releases of the original Star Wars trilogy, which had never been presented in a widescreen or letterbox edition before these 3 were released in Japan in the mid to late 80s. And any Star Wars Laserdisc collector should know these releases, and they're quite collectible. They don't command all that much money, but it's nice to have these in your Laserdisc collection if you're a Star Wars fan. And I think this was an eye-opener for a lot of collectors. You could get releases in Japan that you couldn't get anywhere else. So I guess this was a way in of appreciating what you could get in Japan on Laserdisc that you really couldn't get anywhere else. As a collector of many types of formats, I really appreciate a lot of the extra material that comes on Japanese Laserdisc releases that you still can't get on any other format, including 4K, Blu-ray, etc., etc. I do love E.T. and I have the movie on several different formats and I have several different releases on Laserdisc as well. But this box has a lot of goodies I really enjoy. Another science fiction movie I really enjoy is The Last Starfighter. This is a Japanese 1986 release, letterboxed. And the subtitles are also out of the picture on this one. And a really excellent movie, somewhat unknown by a lot of people. But I think it's one of the really great ones from the 80s in terms of science fiction. And this is a gorgeous presentation on Laserdisc and the packaging as well. I do have some Japanese James Bond releases and I have some Disney releases. Here is Bambi and again, the Obi strip to the left, always a nice addition when buying Japanese items. And this one also has Laserdisc graphics on board, often meaning that you could turn on or off Japanese or English subtitles on the disc. Very nice package here. And here's another one of my favorite sci-fi flicks from the 80s, The Flight of the Navigator. This is a release from 1992. It's not letterboxed, but the soundtrack is awesome and I really enjoy this release even if it's not in a widescreen presentation. Lovely, lovely movie. And here we have Top Gun, of course, a really nice 1996 release. And this is a THX presentation. It's in widescreen and it even has Dolby Digital. So again, really nice packaging and the only letdown here is that the Japanese subtitles are in the picture and you can't turn them off. Some Japanese releases are simply too good of a presentation to not have them in your collection. Basic Instinct is one of these releases. It came in different versions as well in Japan and I really like the gatefold here with its bright red color and images from the movie stills. A really beautiful presentation. And some Japanese Laserdiscs presented in a widescreen or letterbox format had the image slightly shifted upwards to leave room for subtitles below the picture. Really nice. Just to be clear, the image on this disc is not very good. The presentation, however, is. Some Japanese collector's boxes were both released in Japan and in the US. And in this case, the Star Wars trilogy again in the definitive collection. And this box was released in both the US and in Japan in the mid-90s. But of course, in the Japan version, has all the reading material in Japanese. Here's a little pamphlet showing the chapter markings and what's on the discs, etc. While the very nice book about George Lucas is also in Japanese, once you start browsing through the contents of the book. But a lot of cool pictures and I love it even though I don't speak Japanese or can't understand the Japanese text, of course. I'm Norwegian. But if you're an avid Star Wars fan and you collect Laserdiscs, I'm sure you have this in your collection already, or you have the US version of this box. I only have the Japanese box myself. I got this for around $100, so not too bad. But I might pick up the US version at some point later. All in all, even if a Japanese Laserdisc release isn't that rare or collectible as such, I often love the presentation of the movie with the OB strip and the colorful covers, etc. And I really think they have a knack for presentation on the Laserdisc releases in terms of, this OB strip that sort of lines up with the graphics on the front cover itself. Even in 2023, the Laserdisc community is very much alive, and even here in Norway, where I live, we have lots of Laserdisc collectors, and Japanese releases often commands a lot of money. And a lot of people love them, myself included, for various reasons, as we've taken a look at. And again, please comment in the comment section why you love Japanese releases, why you collect them, and why you still want to expand your collection, having more Japanese releases. So thank you for watching. I'm Espen Croft. You're watching 5 Minutes of Retro, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.